Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Snap. I am Michael, and today we are going to be going into each and every level in order to get all of the Pokemon signs as Professor Oak has asked of us. This will require us to show off two Pokemon we haven't seen yet, so I'm just going to need everyone to be really surprised in the next episode when we do see them and actually take their photos. We will only be taking photos of the signs this video. This does, however, give us a chance to use our new booster, which is going to make this a lot faster. And as I said, we do get stuck on Pokemon, and that's going to happen a lot. So the first Pokemon sign is actually right here. It's immediately one of the first things you even see in the game. If you angle it correctly, it's a Kingler. Well, with the Pokemon sign now, we're just going to rush through the rest of the level. And this is a good time to talk about, the music, because that's been brought up in the thread now. The music in this game is really good. This one's got a really nice happy feel, and it just can really get stuck in your head. And there we got caught on the Pidgey Meowth. And it takes a while if you get stopped before you can actually start moving again. And no matter how hard I push on the booster, if the game doesn't let me move, it's not going to move. So, once again, stuck on the Meowth. As you can see, when you use that booster, you actually do go quite fast. A lot faster than you do normally in the game. So you can really rush through to get the photos that you want and not have to spend forever. As you can see, things are set at a certain time, so having gone faster, we are actually ahead of those Pidgeys, when every time before we were actually behind them. And when you reach the exit of the level, you do stop automatically for it to do its whole animation, so you can't just rush through. I'm pretty sure I took that at a different angle, but okay, game.
Oh!
You don't really get any points for the Pokemon signs, so they're just kind of there. So for now, our Pokemon report is not going to change at all. And we're just going to rush immediately into the next course. Because we are going to be here for a little bit. So, time for the tunnel. And let's move. I want to try and beat the animations of some Pokemon, but I don't think we can. Yeah, there's this Electrode. And then we'll immediately get caught on the Electabuzz. See, we just don't move until it says we can. You can hear that Electabuzz getting closer and closer. I think we're gonna just dodge it. So what we need to do here, this is one of the first new Pokemon, we need to get this Pikachu to go over to the egg. And then if we play our Poke Flute, he starts doing Electrobolt, which will then hatch the Zapdos. And like I said, we're not going to be taking photos of it. We're just going to be doing that. And that's what that picture there is stating. And Zapdos will just start electrifying this generator, which is exactly what we need. Dodges Zubat. As you can see, the power's on, so the Electabuzz are kind of happy. Shows the Pikachu and the Dugtrio. I think that's supposed to be a little clue to the Diglett puzzle. And then, as we saw earlier, there's the Magnemite and Apple. However, because the power is now on fully, we have this picture of a Pinsir being created from the shadows of this random junk. I've never actually looked to see if the shadows do line up to make that, and I don't. I just needed to go. Now here's where I don't know if it would be faster to go for the Electrode, but we're not going to. It was also pointed out in the thread that you actually move in the direction that you're pointing. So that's why you can zigzag and try and aim your picture at the Magnemite and Magneton. But we're stuck once that happens, and now we're going. I do like that our little craft is called the 01, implicating that there might have been a prototype before this. And as long as the sign shows, it'll count. It doesn't have to be a good shot or a bad shot, as long as it registers, as we saw earlier with the picture of the Doug Trio. As Professor Oak said there, if we collect all the signs, we get into a secret course. So we'll have to see what that is. I mean, we've pretty much covered this entire island. And now we're in the volcano. Once again, you kind of need to be really fast with this. There's this volcano here that is spewing out some pink or purple clouds, and if you throw in a pester ball, it creates a coughing. That's probably one of the more obtuse of the puzzles, just because you need to know to do that. I guess, though, you just kind of need to know how to get that Growlithe to come out earlier as well. Or not Growlithe, sorry, Arcanine. And just get rid of that. Moltres, there's nothing on our path in this one, so we can just rush right through. Now you can hear it getting hatched. And might as well just hit this Charmeleon. And now we're stuck. So we can look back, and you can see the Moltres flying off in the distance. Yeah, so that second one didn't count. You have to be really quick with this one or else you can mess it up. And have to do it again. And no one wants to have to do that again.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm really curious on what these pictures are actually going to do. And these also make it feel like the island is pre-made. Again, like just the rocks just happen to look like a Kingler. That shadow just happens to look like a Pinsir. Like, this seems a little far-fetched. Not the Pokemon far-fetched. So, the river. This is another level where we have to show off a Pokemon that we've never seen before, so we're just gonna pretend that this isn't happening, and next episode everyone be really surprised. There's this weird tree up here that kind of looks like the shape of a Pokemon, and if you didn't know it was a Cubone, you probably wouldn't know it's a Cubone. But we have this Vileplume at the bottom, and its smoke blocks our shot, so we need to make it dance so it'll stop spewing smoke. So that's why I wanted the Poke Flute and the boost before doing these, because I needed them for the 2 signs, and then I needed the boost so that we didn't have to go through this and have to wait forever. And man, I could get a really good shot here right now, but I'm not going to. Definitely feels like the water levels go by a lot quicker. Probably because nothing really gets in your way in the water levels. And we got the sign, so that's all we needed from here.
Oh, wonderful.
That's great. Yes, we'll keep up the good work. There's nothing else to save. And we know about the Secret Course Professor.
Welcome back.
So we're already like halfway through these. Over halfway, actually. Yes. We only have 2 more. And that cave is probably one that people may have gotten before they even knew of the Pokemon signs to begin with. And you'll see why. And we'll just boost, which I think in this case the boost just means we're falling faster? I don't know. As you can see, there's no Grimer there this time, which is kind of weird. Or over there, for that matter. Just gonna ignore the Jigglypuff. I don't want to get caught on it, so we're just gonna rush. So I kind of showed this off earlier. Off to the left here, you see some sparkling lights. And that's actually a photo we want to take. And as long as we get that red spot in the center, we got a good shot of it, so... But we want a couple, because we want a really good shot of this one. It's probably one of my favorite signs. Poor Pikachu, can't save him this time. And I'm sure everyone knows what's in that egg, and I may even already have said it, but not today. That'll be next episode. And because we didn't take any shots of the Zubats in the earlier level of the level, there's no Zubats here. I like getting to see how he's sitting. There's a nice little seat in it. It's not too uncomfortable for Todd. So yes, you take a picture of those lights and it shows a picture of a Mewtwo for some reason. But I really like it. It's probably going to be the first one people get just because they want to take a photo of those lights. And I think even if it's not a photo of the sign itself, the Mewtwo image will appear. I didn't test that, but I think that's what happens. Don't quote me, I'm not an expert.
Welcome back.
And now we're going to the final one, the one that we should have gotten last time.
Yes.
My problem with this before was you have to be really quick, and remember that you need the red dot to appear for it to count. So just right away go, there, got it. Now we rush. I didn't talk about the music in the other levels, but that's okay. I just want everyone to really get to listen to them for a bit. And we'll probably have time to do that in the next video to really look at or listen to the music. And Boosted Rapids is great. It just moves so fast. Hi Staryu. We're ignoring you today. This is definitely probably the best music in the game for the courses. It's just so good. And a lot of people complain about this last little bend, how it's so slow, but if you do use the boost, you go through it pretty quickly. And it's still really weird that we are just suddenly pushed over in this direction. And that's all the Pokemon signs. We got all of them. But you may notice there's still quite a bit of this episode left. So we'll show him this Dugtrio, which is not a Geodude.
Yes.
I don't know how Professor Oak's eyes even saw that Geodude.
Oh, wonderful.
Also, I think it's weird that there's a Dugtrio Pokemon sign when there's a Dugtrio in the game. All the others are Pokemon that didn't appear.
Welcome back.
Oh, I guess there was the coughing. It's still weird. Oh, apparently you can see these Pokemon in the sky.
It's the sky.
I'm glad that's a voice clip. Rainbow Cloud floating in the sky is a secret course. So here he's just outright saying that someone made the Pokemon signs. I'm pretty sure it's not actually who he's implying it is. So we have a new level, which I guess, according to Professor Oak, was there the whole time, and now we just see it now. But he knew about it, and for some reason didn't know that was a secret course, but he also said there was a secret course, so I don't know. This all seems very fabricated. And I did say that I think the Valley music is the best. I think this one is actually the best. It's really good music. And we have the Mew. Professor Oak thinks Mew is the reason that we had the signs created, but I don't think so. As you saw, when you try and take a photo of Mew, he has a little protective barrier, kind of like the Magnemites. So what we have to do is we have to break that barrier. And I don't think anyone's surprised that Mew is the Seeker Pokemon as he was in the opening cutscene. I do like the touch that you can see the constellations, as he said, as like we're looking at the Kingler one right now. And there, we started breaking it. Now we just need to hit him a couple more times, and he does disappear the moment he's behind you, so he has to be pretty quick. He does appear in a set order, so if you do figure out the pattern, you'll always be able to hit him, as long as you time it right. And this seems very mean. It seems very mean. The course is pretty long though, so it gives you a lot of chances. But I think that one should have hit. And I believe it does have to be a Pester Ball, it can't be the apples. There we go. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. There, now he starts chasing it, and we get a photo. Now we got our photo of Mew. And that's the picture of Mew. We can try and get a better one, but, I mean, he kind of got away from us really fast. I think at this point, every time you hit it now, as long as it doesn't get too much, you can still get your shots of him. As you can see, it looked back, so that'd probably be a bit of a better photo than what we had. As long as we can hit him. There we go. Now I'm gonna rush as fast as I can to see if I can catch up. No, he's just really quick. I did get a picture of him looking back, so that's good. Music starting to pick up. We are actually getting pretty close to the end of the course now. They give you a lot of opportunities to get your shots, but you can kind of see in the distance now the gate, which there's a gate there. Professor Oak, I think you've been swindling us this whole time. Let's try to see what that one is. I think that one was the pincer? I don't know. That's the end. And there's Mew saying goodbye to us. Doesn't know what that is. Let's see if we can get that photo of the one of him looking back. There. Oh, yeah, that one.
Yes. Wow.
It's the rare Pokemon Mew. It automatically gets 2,500. The size isn't very good. So that wasn't a very good shot. But we will get a better one. I will show off how to get a really good shot of Mew.
You made it.
I highly doubt that, Professor, but sure, I'll believe you. And with that, we actually are at the end of the game. At least the first end of the game.
See you.
So we're gonna save, and I will let you guys just enjoy these credits, and I'll see you in the next video.